Welcome to the review of Slayer's final album, Repentless. The artwork makes it seem promising. It reminds me of Christ Illusion and Hell Awaits. The color tone and overall look is of classic Slayer. And that's where it ends. The opening track with its intro and structure is very similar to Bitter Piece from Diabolos and Musica, which could have been a good thing, except Slayer is unable to convey the anger. They aren't angry at all, only trying to be or come across as, and it becomes even more apparent as the album goes on. The enjoyable bits are far and few, the songs aren't very well thought out, and the lyrics are terrible. Tom Araya singing "Violence is the ultimate drug, let's get high" would sound cool to a 13-year-old who has somehow just found Slayer. But it's embarrassing for the seasoned metalhead, and as someone who has followed Slayer for years and decades, or has even listened to their previous albums, you know Slayer can't still be that pissed off at the state of affairs. We've heard them lash out at the government, society, humanity and all that, and we've heard them do it very well. On Repentless, that kind of ranting sounds not only repetitive, but also has zero effect on the listener. Also, throwing the F word around constantly is not very mature. A good moment here is when Tom sings, "The last thing you see are my eyes." Yeah, that works. They could sound convincing singing about anything at all. Sociopaths, violence, murder, psychopaths, wars, Satan, hell, anything at all, if they were inspired enough. On Repentless, they aren't. Even the songs with potential refuse to take off. If you're thinking that Slayer went downhill after Jeff Hanneman's passing and Dave Lombardo's departure, let's keep in mind that no amount of good drumming can save a bad song. Lombardo doesn't compose music in Slayer. He plays the drums on the songs, however they might be. And let's remember that Slayer did hit lows even with Jeff around, so it isn't as if these losses suddenly led to Slayer's decline. In fact, Paul Bostaph and Gary Holt are the ones who give Slayer any credibility it has on Repentless. I'm okay with Kerry King's solos. I understand they're a part of Slayer, but Gary just pisses all over anything Kerry does here. Paul Bostaph is an outstanding drummer. He is the best guy for Slayer when Lombardo's not around. I love Tom Araya, but I think Kerry and he made this album only to make money. They obviously knew it was the end for them and decided to squeeze everything they could before bowing out. My final thoughts are that Repentless should have been an EP. The 4 members of Slayer's last avatar should have sat down and condensed this material to 3 or 5 solid tracks, and they could have gone out with a bang. Repentless is in no way a fitting end to the mighty Slayer's legacy. I'll be doing a lot of music reviews. You can subscribe for updates. Thanks for watching.